Namaste and welcome to all of you from Dhananjaya Kumar. This video is dedicated to children of today who will build the society, civilization and culture of tomorrow. Tomorrow being in future and even in long-term future. So let's consider as a civilization where we as humans on planet Earth stand. How have we performed? What is the level of technology, of life, of progress we have reached, and what more needs to be accomplished, and where we are going. So all of that is based on two preconditions. Preconditions for existence of the whole universe, which makes it possible for creation, movement, life and civilization to happen. But at which level it is happening or has happened until now, we will start with that. So the first part is intelligence is foundation and structure. Level of intelligence is the foundation of our existence and how we organize our society and civilization. That is based on intelligence. Second part is energy, because energy is required for creation, movement, life and building a civilization. So the first part is intelligence, second part is energy. How intelligent we are and how we produce and consume energy. These are the two criteria. And even if no life exists, still we need intelligence and energy for anything to happen or be created. So with or without life, two conditions of any existence is intelligence and energy. So now, assuming that life exists, it then has two paths, two possibilities. One is to evolve, move higher and higher, more sophisticated. And the other option is to devolve, is to go down and self-destruct eventually. So now we have two sources of existence and two paths that we can tread or that we move along. Either we evolve or devolve. So let's examine how far we have gone in evolution, or we are in fact following the path of devolution. So with that background, many decades ago, Carl Sagan and Nikolai Kardashev, two great scientists, astronomers, thought of three levels of civilization: low, medium and high. Very simple. But later on, many more scientists have imagined an additional 4 levels. So from 3 levels plus 4, we have reached a conceptual framework of 7 levels, 7 degrees of civilization and further evolution of humanity. So, how we look at level 1? Level 1 is called planetary civilization, which means we as humans on earth use and control planetary energy, vegetation, minerals, how we produce energy, how we consume energy at the planetary level. Now, many scientists and technology experts have come up with this conclusion that we have not reached a full potential of level 1 civilization. We are at 0.7, below 1.0. And we hope and we strive that in next couple hundred years, hopefully, humanity will be able to properly, efficiently, cost-effectively use energy, produce and use energy, and minimize or remove the wastage that we are going through now. And we will also be able to use fusion, nuclear fusion technology for safe, clean and unlimited energy, and even be able to produce zero-point energy, or some call it vacuum energy. And in addition, we'll be able to send a spacecraft anywhere in the solar system and be able to survive, live and survive in the sea, in the cloud, and remove all problems of humanity, such as poverty, disease, war, etc. And we'll achieve perfect health, a equitable and prosperous society, no suffering, no exploitation, no destruction, no war, and live peacefully and evolve or strive to evolve to level 2 civilization. That is, after accomplishing level 1 civilization as planetary civilization with efficient use of energy and a comparable level of intelligence that can actually produce that quality. Having accomplished that, there is a vision of level 2 civilization, which is called stellar civilization, which is being able to harness and use energy from other nearby stars. First, we should be able to access solar energy. Then level 2 will be to harness it from nearby stars and able to move planets, stellar bodies, and genetic regeneration. In other words, in addition to reaching perfect health, we should be able to enhance our genetic endowment. And possible duration of that level could be between 100,000 years to 1 million years. So that is the real long-term vision. But it may appear to be long-term, but if we don't move in that direction, it will never happen. So at least today's children should be aware or made aware that the concept of time, short-term, long-term, depends essentially on our own lifespan. So anything more than 30, 40 or 100 years is long-term, because our lifespan, it is beyond our lifespan. So let us not focus only on our lifespan, but lifespan of the planet, of a civilization, which is a broader and much, much longer term concept. And this really opens up the possibility, the vision, and the intellectual capacity of today's civilization, humanity in particular, and more especially children of the world today. Then we come to level 3 civilization, which is called galactic civilization, where the civilization would be able to harness and use energy from stars anywhere in the galaxy. So being able to use energy from stars anywhere in the galaxy, first we have to reach many, many stars in the galaxy. So the whole galaxy becomes our home, starting from Earth to solar system to galaxy. That is level 3, galactic civilization. We are able to travel in the galaxy, maybe requiring time travel, being able to travel in the past and future, and increase our lifespan. Because it is possible that with genetic modification, perfect health, perfect environment, our lifespan would and should increase. We should not limit ourselves to this mindset that we have a fixed lifespan, we have a fixed capability, and we have a fixed future. So let's move away from that fixation, that mindset, and open up to infinite potential. So that is the concept of the galactic civilization. Then level 4 is universal civilization, which means we have access to the entire universe that we know as of now, and create wormholes to travel throughout the known universe. All the galaxies should be within our reach. Big dream, but better to dream than to forget about it or even not think about it. So with big thinking, we can do big things. So the universal civilization, at that level, we would have raised our level of consciousness, or the civilization will help us to raise our level of consciousness to a much broader and much deeper level of existence. Then level 5 civilization, which is multiversal civilization. In other words, in space, wherever there is any dimension of space, we should be having access to, use energy, learn from it, and as we learn more, we grow further. Our vision expands and we are able to reach what we at one time thought was impossible. So the multiversal civilization, we could even go on the other side of black holes. We could travel through white and black holes and discover or travel to previously unknown universes, that is multiverse. This helps evolution of newborn and level 1 civilization. In other words, at level 5 civilization, level 1 civilizations as we are now will be like children just growing up and not having accomplished much except causing disturbance, conflict and destruction. So we need to be taught, we need to be inspired, we need to be uplifted. So level 5 civilization would be that where that level of civilization would help to uplift level 1 civilization. And as we move further into level 6 civilization, multi-dimensional civilization, which means ability to move beyond 3 dimensions to higher dimensions and use this 3-dimensional body to move in 4 or more dimensions. In other words, we cross the boundary of space and time and this limitation of 3D body bound in time, the fourth dimension. So we open up many dimensions of existence or possible existence and really help to develop, assist and uplift lower levels of civilization like level 1 and 2. Then comes this level 7 civilization. Because what scientists have explained, that level 6 civilization would be able to go beyond this three-dimensional body. We can become subtle bodies, travel through time and space, and have access to multiverses, not only our solar system and galaxy, but all the galaxies, all the universes comprising innumerable galaxies. So final level of civilization is level 7 civilization, which can be envisaged as the creator civilization, when we become existence itself and all civilizations exist within our own broadest possible existence. So when we become existence itself, this is conceived in many cultures and with the great sages and scientists, that this is immortal, with infinite wisdom, and it causes other civilizations to rise further. And it can be the source of all creation of any kind, any dimension, anywhere. So there would be an existence that we as humans can at least imagine, that what many may consider a God-like existence. Now God not as a personality or as with human qualities and so on. So it's kind of infinite conception of God-like, creator, Brahman. So at that level, we do not create, but we become creation. And as such, as and when needed, we help level 4, 5 and 6 civilizations to evolve further. So the message here is a higher, a more evolved existence or any life form or civilization. One or foremost duty is to help the lower level, lesser intelligent civilization to evolve, instead of having the level of intelligence which prompts you or leads you to destruction. And many would feel in today's world, with conflicts, wars, waste of resources, destruction of environment, this is what we have perhaps fooled ourselves to call progress, where we think more of everything is better than less. Sometimes less is better. And focusing more on our evolution, focusing more on acquiring more knowledge, more intelligence, more wisdom, and passing on to younger generations. But we should also mention that these levels of civilization from 1 to 7 is a vision, is conceptual levels. It is not that level 1 ends here and level 2 begins. So these are not discrete. In other words, when level 1 is fully achieved, parts of level 1 civilization is already approaching level 2. And similarly at level 2, some are in level 3 and 4, while some have devolved. So this is kind of averaging out. On the whole, on average, we are progressing, and that is our goal, and that is what we must teach children. and hopefully adults would also appreciate the concept here and themselves contribute to this evolution for themselves as well as for others, and definitely convey a broader, bigger, deeper vision among children, because they will create the future. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet again soon.